I mean, the plot not only thickened this week, it curdled, formed into a giant monster or a beast.
It congealed.
It turned into a beast this week.
There are more twists in
Oh
this
my
than
God.
Something that's really twisty.
It is beyond pretzel.
It's beyond
like,
pretzel.
It's like a bag of pretzel. I am your hostess, Raja. I am the former winner of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 3, studio audience. Now, these girls are coming in for the second time, so a lot of them are coming in with some game under their belt, and a lot of them are coming in full strength, those including Fifi. Fifi is, from what we've seen so far, she's been very, very obvious in that she's got these little antics behind her, somewhere behind her eyes.
The thing about Fifi is that a leopard doesn't change his spots.
Ooh. Talking about your mama.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Yeah, she's hysterically
She's
funny.
a good time gal.
Yeah. And Fifi kind of had a problem with that, and I would be so happy to be around Alyssa all the time, just letting her goof off. And she's your mother.
Totally. I think that, coming down on Alyssa was just kind of a little bit of a rain on her parade moment.
Yeah.
I think maybe Fifi was struggling with her own issues, and instead of looking at herself, she, took it out on someone else maybe.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, Alyssa starts on 10. Okay, that's like her base.
10?
Okay,
Yeah,
10 is where she starts.
Starts.
So, and that's just who she is. She is so full of life,
Yeah.
and she loves drag more than
Yes.
anyone I know. She loves it, and that's why she gets up in that mirror for hours and hours and makes the faces, and because she genuinely is enjoying what she does.
Like when I started seeing the interviews with her and she's, kind of talking about Alyssa, I was like, are we seeing the old Fifi? I thought this was all about redemption. I thought you were going to be a different person this time, but.
Right. Well, let's not judge the comic book by its cover. Let's see where it goes, but I will admit, I felt like that shade was rolling in.
It was like a dark cloud.
And then she
just
got
coming in.
Ginger together too. She said, "Oh, Ginger, that dress is real big. That dress is real big." She was egging her on.
This week, for me, the conversation really is about the hug. Because at the beginning, it was all hunky-dory and everyone was happy. Everyone was sisters once again, giving that nice, cute hug. But at the very end, Alyssa offers a hug because they obviously both chose Fifi to go home. And Alyssa opens her arms out to Fifi and Fifi refuses it.
I feel sorry for her, but like watching it, I was like, oh, don't be such a
Yeah. Give her a hug.
Give her a
Yeah. You're a lot more beautiful in person.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's so
what
natural.
kind of shit do I look like in pictures then?
I don't know. I just think it's just so shocking at how natural you look in person.
Unclockable daytime.
Unclockable. I don't think in all of Drag Race history that I've ever seen such a complete and well done performance as a collective, as a group.
The whole thing was so well done, and the way that each girl went into the other girl, it was so funny.
And
so
those
funny.
choreographer boys, can we talk
Yes,
about? Oh my God,
the girls getting yaggy. They're cute.
I wanted them to speak sweet nothings in their Australian accent directly into my.
Oh, okay.
I'm not kidding. I meant that.
Oh.
So, that hello, hello, hello moment is very, very, it brings anxiety to me when I hear it because I know that something is about to happen.
It makes my anus pucker. I'm like, oh my God, what's gonna happen? Because you just never know.
The mini challenge this week, butt golf.
I'm pretty into their looks, their golfing looks.
Yeah.
Alaska, for her mini challenge look, had blush on. I love a man in blush. She just had little circles right here. I love that. Yeah, Tatiana was giving full share fantasy. Not share.
The other share, yeah.
Yeah, my share.
Not share, but share.
Share, yeah, totally.
Who would you pick for Snatch Game if you had another opportunity to do it?
For me, I would probably do Iris Apfel or some sort of weird eccentric old woman because I feel like that's what I'm becoming and I can probably
Really?
Katya and Detox as Velma and Weezy.
One word, brilliant. I think they were very equally yoked. I think they both carried their part well.
Yes.
And then, of course, there was Eye Candy, and to me, that was the winning team there already.
Yeah.
Eye Candy. I win. It was zombie porn at its best.
Ew, you're so weird.
See, I think I need to call Chi Chi LaRue and work some things out with that. Call me, girl.
Weird.
If I was there, I would have been real. If I had that opportunity, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I maybe would have wanted them to sit on the ground and look down at them and say, why do you deserve to be here?
You poor
Polish my toes.
Kiss my rings.
There's a part of me that's such a competitor that I would probably be called a traitor if I knew that my best friend was a more talented queen than me. I'm sounding
Well,
like
you
a
have
dick.
to be friends with a drag queen who does a different thing than you, and then nobody's competing with anyone. Like RuPaul and Michelle. Different drag queens.
Totally different.
One is a woman, and one is from New Jersey.
The part that stood out the most for me in that lip sync was not her ass or anything. It was really that something about Mary hair that she pulled up. In fact, I kind of took some inspiration from it today a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, that hair was epic.
It was inseminated. The T-Boz look that was worn by Tatiana. I love a little 90s throwback.
T-Boz is from the popular group TLC. I looked it up.
You had to look it up.
Yes.
Let's talk about Katya.
It was really smart.
Yeah.
Lenin in the streets, Dostoevsky in the sheets. I mean,
Yeah.
no one else can make that put that in a rap.
How well do you think Roxy did?
Roxy's rap. She gave it a try. My name is Roxy Anderson. I'm here to make it clear. I know you love me, baby. That's why you brought me here. It's very like when the math teacher is trying to get through to the young kids and they write a rap about math. That's what it was for me. In our group text, my name is Roxy Anderson. I'm here to make it clear every time, girl. It's so funny. It's
love
iconic.
Roxy. Alyssa's Go-Go Juice I thought was very
I
brilliant.
just feel like the last thing she needs is some kind of 5-hour energy product.
She doesn't, but
She needs the opposite, like a 5-hour depressant. Like they could sell a Alyssa Edwards blow dart. Like, is your friend too turned up?
For me, clearly deserved as the top two. And what I love about a lip sync like that, because they're professionals, and I expected from anyone on All Stars,
Right.
a respectful lip sync. Not spreading your arms.
Absolutely.
Don't you hate spreading your arms and running in front of people? Like, don't look at her, don't look at this.
Yes.
Like, come on.
Yeah, I'm gonna rip my wig off and do a split.
I'm
and
gonna
then
jump
throw
up
my
and down like a gorilla. Like,
yeah, and throw my shoes into the lights.
right.
I'm not one to talk because my Snatch game was probably one of the worst in the whole series of
And
Drag
you
Race.
did,
Pink.
Oh, you
But
did
it was
do
like stink.
but
Bum bum bum.
dun, 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 at the very end, behind the mirror, stands the other 4 that have left.
Girl, just heated, just hot.
This is that revenge that we've been hearing from RuPaul talk about, and now it's finally coming to a head.
Girl,
It's
you
finally
can-
coming to fruition.
You can see
Here
the
it is.
daggers. You could see the daggers. Alyssa, honey, I'm telling her chin was in her clavicle. Just tight.
Well, if you had the decision like Alaska had, would you have chosen her or would you have gone with Roxy?
Dude, Roxy's bottom. This is the 4th time.
Do you think that the Alaska Talks dynamic had anything to do with that decision?
Yeah, they're saying like Alaska Talks isn't in effect. Really? Because it seems like Roxy's in the bottom every day and she gets saved by one of her 2 friends. So,
Katya and Detox are the top 2, leaving the other 3 behind. What do we think about that?
They clearly stood out. Those
Yeah.
2 teams, clearly, completely.
Alaska was not very happy with the outcome.
God damn, that was a tantrum.
Do you think that her behavior will ruin her chances at all at the very end?
I don't know. I mean, I definitely, if I was there, it would stick with me. It just came across very entitled.
Last week was a very, very interesting moment for you. You kind of threw a little tantrum because things wasn't going your way. And,
I
you
know, that's what I do.
Me
That's what I
too.
do.
Me too.
Watching it, I'm like, just chill the out, child. Please.
Lots of twists and turns in this season. Things that we've never even heard or seen before. For instance, lip sync for your legacy.
The idea that the top 2 lip sync, I thought part of the privilege of winning or being safe was you get to go sit your ass down. Right? But you get tipped in a $10,000
In at
tip.
10,000, yes, and that feels a lot like what life is like for us as performers.
Right.
We all get $10,000 tips for lip
Every
syncing one
night,
song.
every night.
So Rue gives them the Maxi Challenge this week, and they have to create a product that's based on their brand or their personality.
in real drag world, you have to sell your own shit all the time.
Absolutely. Who do you think was the strongest? Go ahead.
Obviously, Katya. The fact that in her run through, the guy was like, I don't think it works at all, get rid of it, just
Yeah.
means that he, A, didn't have his finger on the pulse of what Katya's about.
Yeah.
And I love that Katya so viciously marches to the beat of her own drum. She was like, neither of you like it? Well, I'm gonna do it anyway.
I'm gonna do it anyway. Yeah.
And it was the best one.
Yeah.
And I think that's conviction and that's knowing who you are.
Love you so much, Courtney.
We have to get dressed in women's clothes and hang out on pink velvet couches.
Well, isn't that what we do all the time?
Yeah, kind of.
the one, the only, the mother winner, Alaska. You won.
As a huge aficionado of RuPaul's Drag Race, I'm aware that the winner is usually the person who has won the most challenges and been in the bottom the least. It was mathematically really close between Detox and Katya and me. RuPaul's Drag Race is the best show on television. Sorry about every other show, but it really is, and I don't even think we're going to see the impact of it until years later.
Yeah.
But the kids that are watching this show and that have the ability to see this, could you imagine if when you were a little kid, you could turn on the TV and see RuPaul's Drag Race?
It's profound. It's amazing to see what Drag Race has become. Congratulations to you, Alaska Thunder. Loves you. Thank you so much for joining me here in this conversation. And thank you so much to every single one of you out there who's watched along with us here at the Pit Stop, your favorite RuCap show in the whole universe. I bid you adieu.
Bye.